Hello friends, welcome back to another exciting edition of Pokemon Showdown. As always, I'm your host, Joshua Bennett, and today, I don't have a live for you guys, I'm sorry. I instead have an RU replay versus Luca Puco. I know Luca Puca isn't how it's pronounced, but that's how I've always said it. Let me pause this. Luca Puca, she is in the tournaments room a lot, and I say she because she is a female on Pokemon Showdown, which is weird. But I don't really talk to her. I don't know her. I just know of her, and that's basically what that is. I'm gonna go through the. I just feel like I should use gender-appropriate pronouns, I guess. I'm gonna go through my team. It's a really offensive team. Omastar lead, and then just hit stuff hard with the other 5 Mons. Her team looks pretty balanced, like balanced offense. I'm just gonna start the replay now because I have to hurry up and go to school actually, because I had this planned, but then the recordings I made last night didn't have audio, and I was going to edit before school and have it rendering while I was at school, and it didn't work out because the things I recorded last night didn't have audio. But she taunts me. I predict that 2-hit KO with Scald. Dragon Tail as I go out. She gets her rocks up though with a Cobalion, so kind of got used. Shadow Claw, she actually carries Fire Blast, and that does a lot. Now my Doublade can't switch out. I actually go for the Iron Head here, possibly predicting that. But if Iron Head killed from that range anyway, I believe, so it was my best play either way. I go Druddigon. I was going to Sucker Punch, I think, but I think I actually predicted Doublade to come out, not this. I predicted the Doublade. And I hit up with an Earthquake. Whimsicott, I was a little scared of. I mean, it died. Druddigon died. I go Moltres, I take Rocks. I'm not going to be able to get my spin off, I don't think, for a while. I U-turn predicting the Slowking, which was a pretty bad play on my part. I misplayed this. I misplayed the Moltres. And I misplayed by going for the spin there, because it was like, it was pretty obvious. So I'm not going to be able to get off the spin. I'm going to go to Omastar here and try to get up my rocks, I think. Or, no. Iron Head comes in because of the Tailwind from Whimsicott. And I totally forgot about that at the time. I'm actually able to live a Shadow Sneak, which is pretty surprising. I'm going to be able to kill that off with a Scald. If I had gotten rocks up this game, let me tell you, this game would have been pretty different. I go to my Glalie here because I'm pretty sure I can live a quick attack and just kill with Ice Shard. I think I actually predicted... No, I didn't. I just went straight for the Ice Shard. And Slowking here is going to switch out and gives Regenerator back, and I think I go for the Frustration, kill the Whimsicott. This thing comes back in. There's no way I can kill it with anything that I have. It didn't matter at this point because Moltres is dead to Zangoose's quick attack anyway. So that was a really quick game, and this is where rocks would have been handy to kill that Slowking. So Luca wins. GG Luca. How long has this recording been? Only like 3 minutes. Well, that's not long enough. Let me find another good replay I have here. Is this a good one? I think this is a good one. Let me turn the music off here. I like to put my own music. Hungalus Bungalus. Nope, do a Bibarel. I clicked the wrong replay. This is a good one too. Looking at the team, I was expecting that to be Subroost Moltres, like a Subroost Toxic thing. I thought, that's not what I expected there. I thought he would spin or knock off or something. I go to Doublade here, so he can't spin, and predicting him to go back to Alomomomola, I double to my Omastar again. I'm going to get up my Spike. That's going to be pretty helpful this game because it's a pretty bulky team, and hazards are always nice to break bulky teams. I go to Moltres here. He protects, which is fine. Go for the Hurricane. Here, this might seem like a really weird play, but I promise, I'm going to try to explain it. I think he was testing for HP Grass. Because looking at his team, an HP Grass like E-Belt Moltres would destroy him. So that's what I think he was doing. I think he was testing for HP Grass. And seeing that I go for the Hurricane again, he thinks Rhyperior is safe, and it totally is. He gets up his rocks, so I'm going to be forced to spin later. But actually, thanks to that spike and that Stealth Rock, my Hitmonlee's knockoff is going to be a 2-hit KO on Doublade, so I'm going to be able to hit that as it comes in. If the rocks become a problem, which honestly they might not. If things go the right way, rocks won't even be that big of a deal. So I go for that. He toxics me. That's unfortunate. But Druddigon did not do anything the whole time I was using this team. I used this team to finish getting my RU Rex, and Druddigon did not do anything. Probably the MVP of this team is either Doublade, Hitmonlee, or Glalie. Probably one of those. Omastar does a lot of work too with his hazard stacking and team support and stuff, but you know, it's just not really as noticeable. Just because it's a suicide league, you know. So it's just, it doesn't get the respect it deserves. He goes to Alomomomola here, and I Dragon Claw, and then you just go and protect next turn and let it die off to the Toxic, which is fine. That's probably what I would have done too if I was using Alomomomola, but I'm not, because I'm not a giant douchebag. I really hate Alomomomola, and this team just pretty much cannot break Alomomomola. I'm actually running, testing Freeze Dry on, what are you called? Glalie. So I can, kind of do that. Even though Freeze Dry still only does like 30% or something stupid, it's really stupid. Alomomomola kind of has to go. It doesn't have to go, but it's annoying. I think, what was I going? I was going to talk about the next suspect, but that's actually Inu. I think Inu has been thinking about testing Typhlosion next, which would be interesting. I think in the Inu room they actually had a few tournaments where they did ban Typhlosion just for that tournament where you weren't allowed to use it. I keep forgetting to narrate these. I go for that jump kick, kill the Alomomomola here. Hitmonlee broke it, yippee, Hitmonlee. And now his team just loses to Glalie. But instead, Hitmonlee is going to try to steal Glalie's Thunder, because it's going to win the speed title with this Hitmonlee and kill it with Mach Punch. And then when Rhyperior comes in, I'm going to tell Hitmonlee to Rapid Spin, so Glalie can get the final kill and be really cool. I had no reason to do that. I could have gone for a jump kick and won there. But, and then here, I don't go for the explosion, I go for frustration, because I have seen too many Rhyperiors with random protects, and I'm tired of it. I am really tired of it. But I go to Moltres here, and he just forfeits because I have HP Grass. I'm going to show one more replay. These are all from tournaments, by the way. This was the quarterfinals, the last one was the semifinals, and the first one was the semifinals of another tournament. I won this tournament that these last two have been in, but I only got to the semis because you saw me lose in game 1 of this video. But I'm going to lead off with Omastar as always, get up my hazards despite him having Defogger and Golbat. As he wishes here, he does take it to Golbat. And I think I predict that and go for Ice Beam, do I? Yeah, I do. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't do anything. And Golbat's going to get all its HP back from that wish. So that's going to be kind of annoying. But I go for the second Ice Beam. Still doesn't really do much. And I'm going to get up my rocks as I die to Toxic. So Omastar, all he really did was get up rocks. The damage that he got off is going to be irrelevant because Alomomomola has Regenerator and Wish. And it's really annoying. I go for the frustration. He has Rocky Helmet, Boo, Alomomomola. I go to Moltres, knowing Scald only does about 30 to 35%, which is a small price to pay to kill this Alomomomola. Here, I think I predicted Registeel. I think that's what I was thinking would come in. Here, I go for Knockoff. I think this next play, that's not the play. You'll see a really cool play later on, I promise. But Knockoff, here I was really scared he would go to Kofag on the high jump kick, but I decided to get Moltres in before Rocks, and he's not going for Rock Blast on a Hitmonlee, so Moltres seemed pretty safe. I'm locked into Fire Blast because I'm Scarfed, so I go back to Hitmonlee because I can't be Toxic, I can't be Scald Burnt, I can take a Scald because Hitmonlee has pretty good natural Spadef. I go for the knockoff as he protects. Now, this is the play I was talking about earlier. He goes to Registeel, and I hit that up with a high jump kick. If he wanted to go to Kofag, which I didn't think he would because I've been going for knockoff every time. If he wanted to go to Kofag, it wasn't that big of a deal. I still have stuff to deal with Registeel, just not as well. I have EQ on Glalie and Druddigon. I have Fire Blast on Moltres. I think I could have handled Registeel without that, but it was definitely nice to have it. And then he sacks his Alomomomola just to 2 Hurricanes, which I didn't understand. And I missed that Hurricane, which I was actually really thankful for because this Braviary is in. And that's going to be free setup fodder for Doublade. I'm going to set up as he goes for Brave Bird because he was going to stay in and go for Brave Bird because he was dead to Rocks. But if Doublade sets up +6, then dying to Rocks to get your something else that can deal with it is kind of a small price to pay. And here, the last few turns, I think he played him as good as possible, but Doublade had just dug him into a hole where he couldn't win despite him making the best plays possible, because he had to switch out on Braviary or just get swept. So that was that game. And I think that's all the replays I'm going to show. This has been a 12-minute recording, so that's decent. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below, guys. I have to hurry up and edit this in the next half hour or so that it can be editing or rendering and uploading before I get to school, or before I go to school. So, goodbye, guys. I'm out. Byesies.